Final Destination.
All skulls on.
No Odd Job.
Slappers only.
Put on your winter coats, gamers. It's time to climb a mountain. Welcome to Slappers Only. I'm Max.
I'm Jordan.
And today we have a very special guest. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, it's me, Sarah, from Podcasts.
It's Sarah
It's the
from
only
Podcasts.
podcaster.
It's the best Celeste gamer in the world with us here today.
We just
That's
watched.
not. I am not TGH. Do not gas me up
okay.
like that.
Listen. We just sat down and watched you beat Old Site Seaside in 4 minutes, and I've never.
Yeah,
I
TGH
can't even
can
beat
do
a
it in,
B-side.
like,
So
TGH can do it. In
best
like
Celeste
30
gamer on
seconds.
this podcast. Celeste
that's true.
Spurt, as I've decided to call you on Twitter.
That's true. Hold up, I'm gonna
I hope you like that.
Grip it and rip it. What we got today, Sarah?
blackberry tangerine sparkling water.
That sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, I've got good old
hits.
fashioned water.
Yeah,
I've also got a huge fucking pitcher of water here. Don't
There
worry.
we go. Yep, we got a triforce of water going on here.
We're hydrating today.
We're hydrating.
We're hydrating. We're very, very cold, very shivery. The seasons are changing. It's getting to be fall. Things are cooling down a bit. So what way to make ourselves feel better by fixing our brains by climbing a mountain?
How do you? If I learned that mountain climbing could cure me of my mental illness, I'd be up that mountain in 5 seconds.
Well, importantly, it doesn't cure you of your mental illness.
No, it
Right,
just
yeah,
lets
yeah,
you
yeah.
live with your mental illness.
That's a very
yeah.
important point that the game makes. And
The game is very clear about that.
Yeah, and it's it not only is it really impossible to cure those kind of things, it is literally, per the game, a part of you, and to get rid of it would be to just like excise a literal part of you.
This game is so fucking good. It has
So
so many good things to say.
I think like before we sort of go into the not history but like the Wikipedia title, etc. of the game. Last week when I talked about Shovel Knight, I talked about like the idea of a perfect game. It's like, is something you set out to do something and do it so well. Celeste is a capital P, capital G perfect game to me. Celeste is like a genuinely perfect game, inarguably.
This is
I
true.
think.
I think when it came out in 2018, I couldn't decide whether Celeste or Return of the Obra Dinn was my game of the year. I think I said it was Return of the Obra Dinn, but going back, I think Celeste is like one of the all-time great games ever made.
The thing is that, like, not to get too into Return of the Obra Dinn here, and I see this as, like, Celeste is one of my, like, top 5 all times. Like, Obra Dinn is, like, also in that conversation for me, for that top 5 slot.
Mm-hmm.
Obra Dinn, the difference between Obra Dinn and Celeste, just in terms of good games that came out in 2018, is that Obra Dinn is a game that you can play once.
Right.
Once, and you will never play it again, because it loses all the fun. Celeste, I could play Celeste. I mean, I think I've played it through once, and I've had many, many, many other times that I've just bumped it on and played it and tried to.
Can y'all give me a minute to go grab my Switch? It's docked in the TV, but I want to grab it and see what my like total play time on Switch for Celeste is.
Absolutely.
I'll be right back.
Give us those numbers.
Absolutely.
Welcome back. So that can't be right. So it says I've said I played Celeste for 55 hours or more, which seems like a low number.
Well, you do speedrun it, so.
Yeah,
did you change your Switch?
Oh,
I did.
Switch?
Yeah, my Switch got stolen. My Switch got
so
stolen
that-
after I beat
yeah.
the game originally.
Right, so that's
TBD.
55 hours on this Switch.
Yeah. Okay. And that was me replaying the ABC sides and the DLC, and then just a bunch of speedrunning of it. Also,
The DLC sides.
the DLC.
Hey!
Nice.
So, just a little like overview of Celeste, I suppose. It's made by the studio Matt Makes Games, made by what's their name?
Maddie Thorson.
Who made Towerfall, right?
Yep. Towerfall.
And then
And
this might be a deep cut for either of you. I don't know how involved were you either of you in like online Flash games in the mid 2000s?
depends on the games and the website.
yeah,
Congregate, perchance.
I was an
Nope.
Armor Games boy.
I was
Okay,
an addicting games boy.
You may have ran into this game. Either of you familiar with the title of Money Seas?
No.
I have never played it, but I believe it.
Money Seas was a game that I spent countless hours of my childhood on. It was a ridiculously difficult platformer, a splatformer, if you will, where you just play as a dude in a trench coat and a top hat who's jumping around, jumping on birds, collecting money. And that's the game. And it gets really fucking hard. And it was made by Matty Thorson way back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not know this until like a year after, so I fell deeply, harshly in love with Celeste.
So Celeste started as a Game Jam game, right?
I believe so. Well, yeah, it started as a Pico 8 game.
Pico 8, yeah,
Pico 8. Yeah, no, it's made in a Game Jam. You can actually play the Pico 8 game
within the game.
In the game. It is extremely fucking hard.
Pico 8. It's in the game.
It's really hard. But it's also very accessible. That's one of my favorite things about Celeste, is that it has a mode that basically encourages anyone who's having trouble with it to tone the difficulty down, and it doesn't like punish you in any way.
It doesn't shame you for it, right?
Yeah, it just says, hey, if you want to slow the game down or get some extra dashes in there, go for it. And I love that about Celeste.
It's really good.
Yeah, they did change that. It wasn't originally like that. The original message was actually a little bit like, hey, come on, we built this game like this. You can do it, but they've since changed it to be more like inclusive and like, hey, you do what you're gonna do.
So you want to tell us what Celeste is about?
Celeste is about youngish Madeline, who is a 20-something woman who goes to the Pacific Northwest to climb a goddamn mountain in Canada, specifically.
Mm-hmm. Celeste Mountain.
Celeste Mountain, Mount Celeste. She meets a colorful cast of characters, including an old lady who likes to laugh at her, a bird, Theo, who is another guy who's climbing the mountain, kind of, who's just like, he's kind of like also soul searching the same way that Madeline is, but for different reasons. You can you can kind of ignore him if you want, but only cowards and bastards do that.
Only bastards and cowards would ever annoy the good friend of Theo.
Respect Theo, very few left.
I'm respecting Theo. You mean
any character who has a plaid text box is my friend.
Yep.
A plaid text box and a kind of pompadour, at least in his sprite.
And he does say YOLO out loud.
He does say YOLO out loud
in the year of our Lord 2018.
Yeah. The year of Lord R. That's what YOLO stands for.
Lord, comma, hour.
Year of Lord, parentheses, hour.
She also meets Mr. Oshiro, who is a ghost hotel owner, and most importantly, she meets Badeline, who is a part of herself. It is a physical manifestation that the mountain has sort of drawn out that represents her anxiety, her fears, her panic, and if you want to do some reading, especially some little bit below the surface level reading, it also might have something to do with how Matty Thorson came out as trans about a year after Celeste shipped. And also Madeline has been confirmed trans, not explicitly 100% confirmed trans, but in cutscenes in the epilogue cutscenes from the DLC, you see a little trans flag and a gay flag on her desk. You see some prescription bottles, and you see some pictures of her with her grandmother from when Madeline herself was a little like sick, was like a little 10-year-old, and she looks like a young boy in the photos.
You respect. This game super resonated with me because I don't know about you, but I have struggled with anxiety and panic attacks for well, I've managed to sort of have them like I think I've managed to learn how to kind of manage my anxiety a lot better. But back when I was like a teen and like my early 20s, oh, that shit just fucking wrecked me. So to play a game like Celeste, where it's a really good game and it has a lot of really, really good things to say about mental illness and stuff like that, it really resonated with me in a way that a lot of games haven't before.
Yeah, extremely same hat on my end too. Celeste came out like at the time when I was like really like not like I would say getting good at therapy, like realizing what I wanted to get out of it and everything. So it was like, like me and Madeline are like, we're both getting through it. We're both getting better at it.
Yeah, it's rare that you connect with the protagonist so much.
Especially a protagonist whose face is about 8 pixels.
Yes.
I mean, you do get
the ideal body.
And her voice is a very silly, like, synth noise.
I love Madeline voice so much.
It's adorable. I love Madeline voice, and I love that Badeline voice is the same sound, but just, like, pitched lower.
Put Madeline in Smash, maybe.
Put Madeline in Smash.
Madeline dashes in.
Madeline
So this
dashes
game was...
in.
She dashes in. Madeline
That's my sister's
dashes
name.
in. Yeah.
Jumping
Max
back real quick, I think
Yeah.
it's also important to note that the character is Madeline, and there is a read of this game that is very genders-y, and also the creator's name is Maddie, Maddy.
Mm-hmm.
Much to think about.
Much to think about.
I am thinking about it.
So this game was composed by Lena Raine,
Mm-hmm.
who has composed a couple cool things. She worked on Guild Wars 2, which I've heard people like. I've never
That
played it.
game whips ass to me.
She
I've
is
heard
currently doing the soundtrack for Chicory, the game about a dog with a magic paintbrush.
Hell yeah.
Love
And
that.
she also has done some work on Minecraft, so that's
From
a
Smash
person
Bros?
that's a person who lives in Seattle. To me.
Minecraft from Smash Bros?
Minecraft famously in Smash Bros now.
Remember
A
when
lot of people are talking about this.
Remember when Sonic Hedgehog punched Mario into Minecraft?
That was so.
Video games, huh?
Can I say a hot take? Maybe.
Hit
I
me.
think that Steve Minecraft looks kind of fun.
I think Steve Minecraft
absolutely.
is a genius pick for Smash
I
Bros.
think-
People are
the thing
so
is-
mad online about it, but I'm
know.
like, fuck yeah.
Don't
The
get
thing
mad.
is, it's going to be so funny for the competitive scene, because there are certain stages in the competitive scene that are banned explicitly only because they have like walls, like like I'm thinking like I don't know, like in the Metroid Prime stage where you're fighting in the Plague Queen area and it flips upside down sometimes. And like, you know how that has like it's like they made the building blocks and
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and you can get someone stuck in a jab block on a wall
That
in
little corner
competitive.
there.
But the thing is that now that Steve Minecraft can just build,
Right. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a
It's
snafu,
gonna
isn't
be a
it?
little bit silly, isn't it?
it's going to be a little bit goofy. Before we get into the meat of Slappers Only, I also wanted to mention that I when I brought up Money Seas, I went back and played a little bit of it last night. I got like 10 levels deep in like I think it's like a 50-ish level game. Maddie Thorson actually also did the music for that.
Hey,
they didn't,
all
they
right.
didn't compose on this, but there's like a fun. It's a very simple soundtrack, but it's a soundtrack that I like a lot. Just returning to in 2020. I also just kind of loved playing Money Seas again. It felt like returning to an old friend.
I love doing that. It's so fun to play like old like Homestar Runner Flash games and shit from back in the day.
And also, I think it's really cool how you can like feel Thorson's like
The pedigree.
I that might be the word I'm looking for. Like you can feel Thorson like there are very rough chunks that grew into being Celeste in Money Seas. Like they were very rough chunks that were sanded very cleanly to become parts of Celeste. And like for example, those strawberries with the wings in Celeste, where if you dash they will fly away. There is I mentioned birds earlier. There is a bird that you have to jump on to get like 4 or 5 coins depending. And one of them is like a timer, but one of them is if you use your double jump, the bird will fly away. So you have to get to the bird without ever using your double jump.
Cool.
And there's also like you can kind of feel like Thorson's like there's a couple of things that just make it feel like Thorson's in the room with you occasionally. Like there's an early strawberry in Forsaken City where you go into the room and then you start walking left to get to the strawberry, and then a spring that does not help you whatsoever in the actual level just launches you upwards into a spike ceiling and you die. And it just makes me
Great.
laugh every time, and I can feel Thorson like putting that in as like a little giggle. And Money Seas was made with much more like, I guess, diabolical intent.
Uh-huh.
But not diabolical is not the right word. but you know what I mean. Like, it was made with
Yeah.
more of like an antagonistic intent, but you can still kind of feel that. And another thing that, sorry to be spending so much time on this, but I care a lot about Money Season. I have never had a chance to talk about it like this. In Money Seas, there are, you know how in Super Mario World you have the switch palaces, right, where you go there and you hit the yellow switch and then all the yellow blocks flood in, and then you hit the red switch and all that stuff. There's also that in Celeste, or not Celeste, sorry, Money Seas, and like the second or third level, it has like one of those things where it's like, you can see an outline of yellow blocks here, but you haven't hit the yellow button yet, so you can't go here. And then like 5 or 6 levels later, you hit the button to go, and then you go back and you just like, I found myself just like on a level that I took like a bunch of tries to get through my first time. I just breezed through it using those yellow blocks to get to where I needed to go, and boom, 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 done. And you just like, you can feel the game like sculpts you into being better at the game in a way that I don't think a lot of video games do very skillfully. And I think this one like. This builds up your ability to play the game to the point that, like, you know, you play the old site for the first time, you're like, oh wow, this is getting pretty tough, and then you go back to it later because you're like looking for strawberries or something, and you're like, oh okay, oh all right.
Yeah.
I get it.
You have Ultra Instinct at that point.
Yeah.
Well, it's that
Ultra
platinum
Instinct
mindset.
Ultra Instinct is when you speedrun the game, and then you're like, let's go do some B-sides.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So before we really dive into the meat of the music, I just wanted to say, because unlike a lot of songs that we've done on Slappers Only, a lot of the tracks in this game, like the level tracks, are quite long, and they involve a lot of different sections. So
yes.
I'm going to edit accordingly. So for us, if we pick any of those songs, feel free to break them down section by section, and we'll try to edit around it. So because I want to do the music in this game justice by not just putting 30 seconds into a song that has 4 sections in it. Just saying. So, Sarah, you have guest right on our podcast. You are the boss here, so you will take us down our path and give us our first slapper.
Let's go! I'm so excited.
I'm doing a bit of lead in on this. So,
please, yes.
I discovered this game shortly after I broke the absolute shit out of my foot in 2018.
Oh, I remember that. Oh, I never saw the pictures.
Yeah, the pictures are not good to look at. I obliterated my foot and was just kind of like bedbound for the next like 8 weeks or so, and I had played Celeste a bit in advance of that, but like I really sunk my teeth into it during that time where really all I could do was just kind of sit in my bed and just sit and just post, "Do you ever sit in your bed?" And I really got into the B-sides, and I spent so many nights staying up until God knows how late in the AM, just trying to beat that. And the one track that really stuck out to me and was just so calming and comforting and soothing and was just like I do not like to remember those times very much because they were ultimately a very high stressful time. But also this song really makes me feel calm every time I listen to it, and that's why my first pick for my first slapper is the Golden Feather mix from the B-side of Golden Ridge by In Love with a Ghost. It's just the lilting melody of it, like it's just so goddamn calm. And this is like a consistency with In Love with a Ghost's other music. This track got me to listen to some of their other stuff. There is just such a relaxed nature to it, and just like the way that like the synths ebb and flow in it, and like just kind of like ease in and ease out, and then like you got like that that woodblock sound kind of coming in for like a very slow beat it just feels so warm and cozy, and it's just so wonderful.
Yeah, I've got it right now. It's super chill. I do want to say, just in case anyone is unfamiliar with Celeste, every level in Celeste has a B-side. It's a remixed and much, much harder version of the level, and then they get guest composers to do the music for them. And they're all really fucking good. I've never beaten one, though, because I'm terrible at it.
The intro to this song reminds me a lot of, you know that game Fez?
Yes.
Oh,
yes, I do.
It reminds me a lot of Disaster Pieces music.
Yes,
like,
it does. We will
100%.
definitely talk about Disaster Piece on this podcast someday.
Good.
Huh?
Yeah, because it has this really like beautiful buzzy synth, and something I feel like it works really, really well with Golden Ridge specifically, because that's like one of the only levels in the game where like during it nothing really happens. You know, like
No.
like you know the city you meet Theo, in the old site you meet Badeline, in the hotel you meet Oshiro. Golden Ridge, you're just kind of vibing for a while. You're like on your own.
You talk to the you talk to the old lady in the middle of it, and then at the very end of it, you have your trolley, you have your Skytram incident. But aside from that, not really much happens.
Yeah.
And,
This is the closest this game comes to straight mountain climbing, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, sorta. I mean,
Sorta.
you are like being blown around like up.
Oh, yeah,
by the
it's
wind
hard.
with like snowballs hitting you. It's like no mountain is like this, folks. Do not try to climb this mountain.
Do
in
not
real
try
life,
to
please.
climb this mountain.
This is an official slappers only disclaimer. Do not climb Celeste Mountain IRL.
We worry about all of our listeners, and we don't want you to die on a mountain.
We're bad influences.
We're bad influences. We're good influencers. YOLO! YOLO! Just gonna have that one on my palette when I'm editing this.
This entire song just makes me feel so comfy, CONFY. But one of the parts that like hold on, I'm trying to. So around 150 is the first time that like my favorite part of the song hits, where just like everything drops out except for a very faint, like just like a do 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 do
Very bloopy
in the background, and then you have like this very strong, like everything is dropped out except for these two sounds, which is just the simple like a bass melody, not a bass, but like a bassist like thing that is playing, and then like just some small chirps over top of it, and it just feels so goddamn nice.
It's
It's
nice.
really, really good.
It's just all this is just like two like chiptune channels just like hitting you in like this like beautifully relaxing way, which is just like,
and the way it fades from left to right, like, and back and forth is just so nice. And like this, I think this song starts like so with just one channel basically going, and then at a minute 50, after building up, it like drops back to 0 and then down to 2 things, and then begins to build again back to where it was a minute prior. And I think that's really cool. I think it's really great.
It's a really good song.
It's delightful. I love that like the sort of juxtaposition of this beautiful calming track with like, by the way, you're playing Celeste, you're dying every 30 seconds. And like, and this is more to speak of the game itself, but like, I've never played a game where I've like not a single time have I gotten mad playing Celeste, you know? It's like, it is designed impeccably. It's just like, I will die 1,000 times and be like, okay, one more, let's go. Keep at it.
Come on, let's go.
Let's
I got a little tilted in the last level, but beyond that, no, it's a very very like, you know, it's a game that pushes you to just try and try, but it doesn't make you feel like each loss is like a huge setback. You know, it's a max of like 30 seconds or so.
Yeah. And you respawn in like a second. So
some of the later stuff you might.
Some of the later stuff gets you a little tilted.
The DLC does have like 1.5 minute long sequences in it, but it's really good. Is the thing.
I think at that point you've bought into it enough that like you can't allow yourself to get mad because you know what you're in for.
Like I have a I have an old tweet where I got like I finished the last scene of the seaside of the core, and it was so long that it did not fit in the 30-second recording that you can do on Nintendo Switch.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Devilish.
Oof. Ow, oof, ow. Shall we move on? Max, you want to share a slapper
okay
with us?
So this is interesting. This show is a game to me personally because it's just so strategic in the picks that people bring. And the fact that you started out with a B-side, Sarah, has made me sort of call an audible on my picks and shuffled around what I was going to bring first.
I think I know what you're about to say.
What do you got?
Maybe. So, and I will also give a fun little intro to this. I think a year or two prior to this, I mean, you know me, I love Pokemon. Mystery Dungeon is like one of my favorite Pokemon spin-offs.
Yes.
And I was playing Super Mystery Dungeon a lot on the 3DS. Like, I replay a Mystery Dungeon game every single summer at the beach when I take a vacation there, because it's like this tradition for me. And the final boss of Super Mystery Dungeon is like this thing called Dark Matter. It doesn't really matter. Get it? But like, they use this Waka Waka. They use this really interesting sort of like vocal sample in it that like it's like this like.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, okay. It uses this like weird, like sort of like choral yelling. So, and when I played Celeste, it kind of heard the same thing in the song "Confronting Myself."
Same slap.
Yeah.
Same slap.
Triple slap.
Hey ya.
It's like
What if you played the song Hey Ya instead?
It's so, oh my god, the way this song starts with that it's like it's the first time you hear vocals excluding in the mirror instead of so this is the first time you hear vocals unless you have done the B-side of Mirror Temple, in which you can hear Lena Raine in the background speaking in Backmask.
I thought that's in the normal level.
that's the normal. I think the B-side.
Oh, I only caught it in the. Oh no, yeah, that is the normal. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You hear her say Paul is dead.
Paul is dead. Miss him.
It's just like I love the intro to this is so good. It sounds like a St. Lucia song if either of you are familiar. Just like this really, really like almost 80s sounding synth, and like you get this like nice little tingly percussion. And then like when the beat hits, it's like this like really good like almost breakbeat sounding.
Yes.
It's just like it's
Super
such a
rad.
good thing because Celeste is a game. It's not like combat or anything like that. And then all of a sudden, this is like okay, this is what a boss fight in Celeste.
This
is
is the closest thing that there is to a boss fight, and of course, it's impossible to not talk about the fact that the melody, the like main melodic idea of this song is, and we'll talk about this more. Don't worry. And I think I might even pump in that this is the Madeline / Battleline theme one more time.
It's like minor and like it's all remixed in some parts.
Yeah, and also the part after that where the cool vocals come back and they get all fucky and they
get all glitchy.
Like,
They
get all glitchy. So good.
It's just I'm such a sucker for when like the beat kicks in and then like it kicks in again and then even harder the second time. You're just like yes, and it's just like the whole time you're just like using the golden feathers blasting towards Battlein.
So good.
To make
lasers flying around.
Slight correction. Madeline's and Battleline's themes are very similar, obviously, because they are part of the whole. But Madeline's is in major, and Battleline's has minor twinges. Yeah.
Yes,
do you think this means
course.
anything?
Do you think this means anything? Don't worry, we won't talk about it again, I promise.
Okay, good. I'm glad. It's just like
yes,
it's so good. It's so fitting. It's such a good like spurring you on because like the visuals of this part get really crazy too.
So
like
good.
They're wild.
Battlein has this like sort of like low poly darkness exploding out of her and like covering the background and like. And so something a little interesting to note: the first time you encounter Battlein in the second level in Old Site, she's chasing you. But then when you confront Battlein near the end of the game, you're chasing her. Do you think
It's
this
almost
means
like
anything?
it's almost like she's confronting herself.
Max, I'm gonna push that one further. So when you encounter Battlein in that scene, it is after Madeline has had the mistaken revelation of like. At the end of chapter 5, Madeline has this mistaken revelation of like, I don't need you anymore.
I don't need you
You
anymore.
are everything bad about me. I'm going to leave you. And Battleline understandably is like, well, fuck you then.
Yeah, and then she knocks her all the way back down the mountain.
Yes, and a thing that you are spending that entire game going right and up and right and up and occasionally left and up. And the thing that happens is that you confront Madeline after talking to the old woman who is like, hey, maybe she's like scared. And Madeline's like, I hadn't even considered that. And Madeline's like, hey, let's do this together. And Madeline's like, no. Madeline says, we're at the bottom. We're already at the bottom. And Madeline says, I can dig deeper. And what do? You jump into a body of water and swim down so far that you come out into open air again on the other side of it. And then you chase her down and down and down until you reach the very bottom, the nadir of where you are in that game. And then you talk to her and you fuse with yourself and you get a double jump and you jump out of the hole.
It's like,
and then at the end of the game you go up through every other level to get to the top of the mountain.
Yeah!
It's so fucking
good.
rad.
What a good video game.
What a
this
fucking
is.
good. Can I share my slap?
Jordan, I would love to hear what you've brought.
Jordan, I would love to hear
this will be the first one where I want to break it down part by part. But my first slapper, and I think it's just such a good storytelling musical track, is Resurrections. Because we're talking about battle lines.
Yes.
I very nearly brought this.
So the old site has like maybe 3 sections, maybe 4. The start is very ethereal and very echoey, and it's just like
Old
big,
site.
weird, echoey, kind of ethereal. There's these cool ambient noises that happen. I don't know if you listen with headphones on, you can hear kind of drippy cave sounds in them. Then you get the awesome galaxy tiles, which are like my favorite mechanic in this game, and that's when the music starts to kind of open up a little bit. And you get the sort of synth arpeggios and the drums kick in to get a little more intensity. This game is so good about ramping up intensity just by bringing in some fucking cool drums. And then this is the best part, is that in that old site, Madeline finds a mirror. This is the second level of the game, by the way.
Yeah.
And she finds Battleline. And this is where you hear, and the best part is that the instrument here is the exact same as in First Steps, and it plays it in minor key, and it has this fucking nasty D sharp or E flat. Well, I don't know the key that this song is written in. I'm not musical. I'm baby. That note gives me like full on hives every time. So fucking good. And then you get the chase, and Lena Raine iterating on this one melody where she turns it into this chase theme. It just takes those first few notes, but it is so intense and it is so fast and hectic as you're being chased by like 6 battle lines at the same time that are mirroring your movements. It is, it's so fucking cool. It just really gives me shivers when I hear this song, and I think about like the story that it tells in the level. It's amazing, and I really love that moment where she looks in the mirror and you hear the minor key version, and then all hell breaks loose. What a fucking good game this Celeste is.
It's a really good game, and so much of this soundtrack is Lena Raine, just queen of leitmotifs, I must say.
Seriously,
Really,
that one motif from the beginning, it's like used in half the songs.
Yeah.
And it's played with and changed and used in all these super, super fun and interesting ways. And it really is just like, it tells this story so well, just through this one melody.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
This game is the polar opposite of Uncharted. This has as much ludonarrative assonance, but not even ludonarrative, music, like everything it's part of a package. The visuals, the sound, the music, every single thing is like, everything is on the same page at all times. And it's in a way that like, like obviously you'll have sad music during a sad scene in a video game or something like that. But like in a way that no other game really does, there is this, the Madeline's theme is hypothesis and Badeline's theme is antithesis, and this is when you get the antithesis, and then later on you get the synthesis.
You get that synthesis. We're getting fucking Hegelian on this podcast.
Yeah. I love that anime.
Evan Hegelian.
Something I really love about this,
and then if you think Madeline and Badeline should kiss, that's the ship of Theseus.
God, something.
Just gonna end recording.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming on, Sarah. It was a pleasure.
Coming on, Sarah. One slapper each, I think, is good enough for this episode.
Oh my God.
Theseus.
Something.
Holy shit.
Something that I really love about the chase sequence is that one of the sort of chiptune parts of the track is like this really, really buzzy triangle wave. So it makes you uncomfortable almost, like, because at that point in the game, like, you know, there was like a timing aspect to everything with the jumps, but like now it's like you can't really stop and think about things because you have a line of Badlands following you, and if they touch you, you die, you respawn. So like not only are you stressed out by the idea that like your anxiety has been personified and is chasing you, but like you have to do it fast too. You can't don't really have time to stop and think. You have to do everything on the move. So it's like,
and you can fuck yourself by moving bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, you can Madeline's will get in your way and kill you.
You can screw yourself before you realize you're screwed. It's such a good, just like way to like personify and like implement that anxiety into the game.
Yes. All right, Sarah. Second, 2 of 2, but we have honorable mentions, so don't worry.
Okay, I am going to choose it's actually I think it's my least favorite level in the game itself, but the like that, and that's like saying like I don't know, like the least favorite nut I've busted. Like it's still a busted
right
nut.
Yeah, exactly.
All nuts are valid.
All nuts are valid. But, so I'm going to be choosing the theme from the back end of Chapter 3, Scattered and Lost.
Same slap!
Same slap?
Same slap. You know I love that spooky Halloween music.
It's it's like it starts with like this goosebumps ass riff at the start, but the part that really makes me just fucking absolutely ascend into the heavens is like at the hold on, I'm scrolling through. Like at the breakdown point, because the story of the chapter at this point is you're still ascending the mountain and you come across this hotel where Mr. Oshiro, who is a ghost who literally apparates before you, becoming a skeleton and then a flesh man and then a human person with clothing, but floating. And you have to help him clean out his busted up hotel while he is kind of neurotic and scared about things. And Theo shows up and is like, hey, that dude's fucking creepy. And Madeline's like, I don't know what, maybe we could try and help him. But at the end of the chapter, after you've helped him do some cleaning, he's like, okay, we will show you now to the presidential suite. And this is when this song starts. You got this Goosebumps theme because like this guy is acting kind of creepy and Theo is freaked the hell out. But Madeline's like, no, I can help this guy. And then you get to the presidential suite, and Badeline shows up and does her cool thing where she like extends out of her character portrait, which I fucking love when she does that.
That part
it's
is
so good when she leans down.
Yeah,
so
and then
good.
She like tells Mr. Oshiro, hey, you're fucking dumb. This hotel sucks shit. Eat my balls, dude, old man. And he's like, fucking please, Madeline, just leave. So you jump out through the top of the presidential suite, and you're like, okay, time to just finish up this level. And then the fucking the drums kick in, and Mr.
Gut
Oshiro,
busting.
fucking huge, giant head Ghost Oshiro dashes across the screen and tries to eat you while this fucking hold on, I gotta.
He looks whack in this part. He looks freaky.
It's wild. It's so good though.
There's
because,
so many fucking runs on the toms, and just oh my god, the drums at the end of this make me go fucking apeshit. I lose my mind every single time.
Travis Barker wishes he could drum like
Travis
this.
Barker
Honestly.
fucking wishes.
Travis Barker, log off.
Celeste
drums are my only friend.
There is at 325 in the song, there is a reversed cymbal crash that leads in, because it's been there has been drums up to this point, but it's just a simple no cymbals, just a snare and a bass drum, and then there's a reverse cymbal crash that leads into the just the absolute the syncopations and the notes just going, the rhythm just going everywhere, the toms come in, the cymbals come in, everything comes in, and I just fucking lose it, and I fucking love it.
It's so good.
I guess that's also a boss fight too.
Yeah.
Kinda. Yeah, it's
God.
What a good game. What a good game.
You just gotta know that I just need that spooky Halloween ghost music.
Yeah, I really do love the way that this one builds, and again, it's iterative on itself.
And it's kind of a really good follow-up to Checking In, which is the main theme of Celestial Resort.
Yeah.
Which is also a fucking Goosebumps spooky ghost song that I love.
I love that. You said it was one of your least favorite levels. It might be one of my favorite levels.
The thing is that a lot of my hatred for it comes from speedrunning. It was my worst level by far. Just for one reason alone, which is navigating the giant room with all the books in it was always a fucking missed input nightmare.
That's a real pain.
Yeah.
It's also the color palette is a little bland. Comparatively to the rest of the game. It's
I
just
like
all
the little
dark and
I like
red.
Yeah, sandwiched
sandwiched
in between Old Site and Golden Ridge, it definitely is a little bit lacking in the palette.
Yeah, but it's still a great level.
It's
and
still
great.
great.
I like the relationship between Madeline and Mr. Oshiro of Madeline is trying to be a people pleaser and try to make Oshiro not feel bad, and she doesn't want to stay in the resort, but she doesn't want to say no to this guy, and sometimes it's good to just be honest and open.
I think that this is also an introductory point of another thing that is present in both this game and going back to Money Seas. Cycles.
The only video game.
The timing of cycles in this is
yes.
For how I mentioned earlier that Money Seas has those birds. One it flies away if you double jump. Another one flies away if you don't get there in time. And a thing is that for one of those time trial birds in Money Seas, you have to actually, because the way that the level works is that you will have you'll be able to look at the stage before it's happening, and the stage is actually in motion, but you have not spawned into it yet. Ooh. So you can just kind of watch it. And you for some of the more difficult timing birds, you have to actually wait 5 or 10 seconds for things to be at an opportune cycle for you to start the level and get there on time. And I think that starts to show, obviously this is not quite as implemented exactly the same way in this, but the way that the dust bunnies move about is in a cycle. And it's interesting because if you think about it, speedrunners of this game have to memorize every pattern for both when you enter the room organically and when you respawn into the room, because the pattern timing is slightly different and different enough to matter a whole hell of a lot for what optimal movement is.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely remember struggling with that.
Anyways, Matt, what was your pick?
Yeah. My pick so you climb the mountain. You've done it. You've beaten the game, and to add to the catharsis of having finished the game, you get this beautiful piano track called Exhale. do when you reach the top. You just it starts
And then
out,
you play the B-sides and get mad.
yeah,
again.
yeah, and then you get mad. But like it starts out, and it's like a happy melody, but it's like almost bittersweet because it's like, oh, it's over, like you did it. It's like just these two sort of piano tracks, like one over the other, and then like this like really nice like ghostly synth sort of comes in, and like all you do is just like sit at the top of the mountain, like look over everything. It's like you
Just
did it. It's
having a little chat.
It's like just this beautiful moment of like you're just chilling, like you did it, like you beat this ridiculously difficult game. It's like just like it's so full of emotion. It's like it's a reward that's like as rewarding to me as like the actual gameplay of it is, because it's like you earn this like beautiful music track.
I really like the ending of Celeste because the goal of reaching the top of Mount Celeste is a completely arbitrary, completely, self-set goal of Madeline.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, she doesn't really, I mean, she gets a lot out of getting to the top, but it's not like someone was like, I will give you the magic potion if you reach the top of mountain. It's just like, I'm gonna get to the top of this fucking mountain.
And like she says
And
it herself on multiple occasions that she doesn't really know why she's doing this, but she knows that
she just feels...
She just
And
gotta.
isn't that what beating a video game is about? There's no reason you gotta beat a video game. You just beat a game because you feel like you just want to. And
Jordan, I know you didn't. Max, did you do the B-side for this? For
I've done like up to half of the C-sides.
Okay, so you know the part at the end of the B-side of the summit where you reach the flag that's at the top, and then you have to actually walk past it and then go into like one of those purple launching bubble things that like, and then Battleline and Madeline shoot up, and there's like a little exclusive cutscene where they're like, I can't believe we did that, and Battleline is like, wow, we're so fucking good.
It's so good.
That's delightful.
It's so good.
Like,
I wish I was good at
they,
video game.
The way, like the entire time up the summit level, like there is, you have these little interstitials where in between, like, because it's divided from like 0 meters, 500 meters, 1,000 meters, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, and then and then from there you go to the apex. And there, in between each of them, there are these little like conversations with Madeline and Battleline where like they just have like they just kind of like hash things out, and it's just so nice. Where like one of them is, Madeline is like, yeah, I'd be perfectly fine if we don't get to the top, but I think we have to try. And Badeline's like, yeah, you're right. And it's just, it warms my fucking heart.
It's really good.
Ugh,
I love it.
So good.
What a good game.
Such a good video game.
All right, Jordan,
All right,
take us home.
Well,
What's our last
slapping
one?
down the house.
This is so hard now because that one is like kind of. I mean, I've only got one left that is on my list because everyone else is done, and it's such a different vibe. But I'm gonna fucking do it because it's our podcast, and we're always objectively correct. And I'll feel better knowing that we'll round out the episode with something nice and light.
Good.
So my final slapper is a song called "In the Mirror."
Yeah, same slap.
Yeah! So this song is absolutely, like, no question the emotional low point of the game. Like, this is the darkest part of the game, sort of emotionally, physically, like, everything. It's creepy, and it's kind of the part where the main characters have to their like, darkest thoughts are made manifest. Both Madeline and Theo are, like, really going through it. The song starts out really, really oppressive and very harsh. It's got those buzzy synths that Max was talking about, those super triangle waves that are just very, like, uncomfortable in your ear, that are just kind of, and it's just very oppressive and very dramatic. And then the middle section of the song, it's like, it's actually, if I remember correctly, it's actually a previous song played backwards, right? Isn't it Quiet and Falling Backwards?
I think so.
And it's got those backmasked vocals of Lena Raine, and it's supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be Madeline kind of talking to herself. The line backwards is, sometimes I really don't know what's going on anymore. I don't know who I am. I just look in the mirror and I don't know who I'm looking at. Who is looking at me? I think about where I truly think about. It's not all, what the world did I write down? So something about like, I think there's some weird.
Did you go in the mirror temple?
I
too,
think
Jordan?
I might have gone in the mirror. It's not about what completes me. It's not what it scares me. I don't like scaring myself. I think that my notes got a little jumbled and scrumbled in there.
So
You got one of those Cthulhu heads chasing you.
a thing about this game is that I have some mild anxiety problems, but the thing that really resonated, but that was not really the part that resonated with me with this game so much. It's that in the aftermath of my horrific leg injury, my doctor took me off of my hormones and this was like maybe 3 months after I had started them for the very first time, and I got taken off hormones for like 2 months, and I was just like completely floating and aimless, and I just felt like so disconnected from my identity, even though I had spent 5 years being out as trans without the pills. Now I felt like I was like recessing to, cisgenderism, even though I wasn't. And just the aimlessness that you feel in this song really resonates with me.
Yes. And then the last section where you're fighting the eyeball monsters. It brings in those big drums that we love in Celeste, and the buzzy synths. Very, very cool, very dramatic. It's just so much. This level is like, God, it's like death. This level, it's crazy. It's super
scary.
dark. It's super scary.
I think this level might have like one of the, well, not this level specifically, the B side of this level might be like, have some of the hardest gameplay sections for me. Like, the parts where you have Theo in the B side are nightmares.
You gotta carry Theo out of the level.
There's some, Jordan, I will stream some of the Theo stuff in the B side for you, because it's some of my favorite parts in this game.
One day I really want to.
One day, Jordan.
Try.
One day.
I want to try. It really, this game. It really like triggers my wrist flare ups in a way that no other game does. That it's a real commitment to play this game. But man, I want to play the B side so bad. I really want to do it. It's like my own mountain. It's like my own Celeste. Maybe I'll learn something about myself if I sit down.
Celeste.
Anyways, that's our 6. Shall we go into our honorable mentions? So these we'll for Sarah we keep them a little briefer than we would. I would, if you don't mind, I would like to go into mine real quick just because it goes so well with my last pick.
Hit it.
So my first honorable mention is Madeline and Theo.
Yes, same slap.
Well, it's a same honorable mention, but
you know what I mean.
We could say same slap. Yeah,
it's similar
just,
slap. I think
after similar. Oh yeah, we do call it similar slap. After just such a miserable like nightmare level, they have a moment, Madeline and Theo, where they're kind of sitting down, they're talking through their kind of hashing things out and like kind of explaining their individual problems with each other. It's just such a nice moment.
It is
where they're just communicating. And it's just such a breath of air after such an oppressive dark level. Of course, it does then lead into Madeline making a huge mistake.
Yeah.
With Madeline.
Pobity's nerfed.
Pobity's nerfed. But the moment before that is very, very nice and very. It's kind of how Sarah, how you felt about the golden feather version.
It's just
very cozy.
It's a nice acoustic guitar, a bit of piano, and some like light synth, which is like a prelude to the next track, which is like, I think it's called like Star Jump.
Yeah, Star Jump.
Where that's I love Game Grumps.
Very fun.
Okay.
We have fun here, folks.
It's a piano and guitar version of Madeline's theme.
Yeah,
I should say.
It's
the first time we hear it in like.
It's that one meme of the me before I see a meme, grr, angry, and me after I see a meme, I'm okay, Chihuahua.
Yeah, we have those as emojis in our Pokemon Draft League server. They get a lot of use.
Oh yeah, I've just got a I'm okay. I've also got this one that Steph made, which is I'm okay, but with
my god,
with
RNA
no.
with RNA with RNA Homestuck horns.
RNA Homestuck.
RNA
we don't do that here. What else? What other honorable mentions do we got?
What do you got, Sarah?
I would like to shout out the B-side of the first chapter, the Sever the Skyline mix, which I was having a really hard time deciding between that and Scattered and Lost for my official slap choices. But the literal only thing that was the difference maker is that there is a sound in the Sever the Skyline remix that sounds like a Windows error message, and that just like makes me like just like a little like jolt of every time I hear it. But otherwise, it's just fucking. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up so I can just like give it a quick think of what the sound is.
It has like really frantic percussion.
It does, yeah.
It does.
I love it.
It
Makes me think I'm like a.
It reminds me of the soundtrack to. Have either of you ever played Fly Wrench?
I know of it. It scares
played
me
a little bit
to
of it.
think about it. That game looks so fucking hard.
It is. But it's good, and the soundtrack is all kind of like I forget the fucking. This might be like breakbeat music. I don't know my electronic terms very well, but this is very good.
It's close to breakbeat. It's I wouldn't call it breakbeat. It's very similar to breakbeat. It's sort of like it's more like drum and bass than breakbeat.
Yeah.
But even then, it's not as like structured. It's like it's something along those lines though. Yeah.
But I just fucking like it. It's like a really good like, hey, welcome back, old friend. You're back for round 2 of the hard stuff.
Yeah. What if it was?
This is where the real Celeste begins.
And
do you think
those are all my things that were not otherwise spoken of?
Do you think when they add Madeline to Smash, her side B will be her throwing a side B cassette?
That'd be pretty funny.
Anyway,
pretty cool.
I got 2 honorable mentions. One of them was what I was going to bring first before I diverted. It is the B-side for the Mirror Temple.
I can't
Mirror
believe
Magic
you didn't
by
pick.
2
I
Mello.
cannot believe you didn't bring that.
Funky
Was that the
Fresh
one that you
Beats.
thought I was going to bring?
I was certain you were going to bring that pick.
Max's trick.
Max's
yeah,
trick.
it's just like it's so funky. It's like the weird like piano syncopation it does. It's such a good track that like really helped sort of divert me getting very frustrated, like tossing Theo's crystalline ass around in the latter parts of that level.
Yeah, and it's composed by 2 Mello, who we love for their Jet Set Radio album Stories of Tokyoto, and also the later Alligator soundtrack.
That explains why it's so fucking funky.
Yeah. And near the end, before it loops, it sounds a lot.
Oh, by
like
the
a
way,
David
Max, I'm
Wise
holding
song.
a gun to your brain, and I'm telling we're gonna do Jet Set Radio one day.
Okay.
And
I think I have one of them on Steam.
You only have the one that isn't as good as the other one, unfortunately.
Okay, well, tell me. I'll legally play it somewhere. So that we get that one. And then my other honorable mention is something that I was surprised you didn't bring, Jordan. It's the final, like, actual track. Not the track that plays before Exhale, Reach for the Summit.
Similar slap.
Good. It's just like it has a different section of it. It plays Madeline's main theme the whole time.
Yeah.
Right. And it adds like different bits to it, like for each section of the game. Like at first it's just like normal. It's like this like really epic symphonic mix of the main theme. In Old Sight, it has this cool like scary percussion hit every so often. Or rather, in Forsaken City, it's the same. Old Sight, it like gets like the cool synth coming in. It gets really ghostly for Celestial Resort. Golden Ridge and Mirror Temple, it like lays off a lot. And then like when you get to like the final push, when you get the 30 checkpoints and like the drums kick in and you're like, okay,
oh
like
my God.
I can't think of a single person who started like that part of the game and didn't put it down until they finished it. Like you can't. You have to go. Jordan?
I had to because my bones were breaking from the
that's
inputs.
Fair. That's fair.
From the 1,000 inputs.
I absolve you. I absolve you and you alone.
I'm objectively correct. You know
You are
this.
objectively correct. Those are my honorable mentions.
I played Celeste and my thumbs got so smashed up that I had to sit in bed all day and play DDR.
You had to do that.
I had to play Wii Fit. That was the only game I could play.
No, you had to play the fucking. Did you see like that showcase of Step It Up at GDQ this year?
Oh God, with Happy Feet.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What
You
the
had
fuck
to,
was that?
you had to do that to cure your bonitis.
Evil.
My absolutely sicko mode. Oh yeah, I had that on my honorable mentions. The reason I didn't include it in my main ones is because it's a greatest hits. It's so many different things.
Yeah.
And that was my other honorable mention. So I think we've got them all. That's Celeste. Before we go into Twitter, can I tell y'all something that's gonna make you mad?
Wait, we go. We
Wait,
do.
Jordan, I didn't tell you my pitch for a sequel to this game.
Oh, please tell me.
So
Celeste
I forgot you were going to tell me.
2.
you know how in Shovel Knight, like Plague Knight's levels are the same as Shovel Knight's levels, but that you get around them differently because they're like ever so slightly adjusted to fit his moveset.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
So I want the same thing. I want this similar thing to be done for Celeste, but this time it's Theo's trek up the mountain and his mechanic. He doesn't have a dash like Madeline does. His mechanic is that he uses a selfie stick like Scrooge McDuck and bounces.
That would be so funny. Sarah! That would be so good. That would be so good. Sarah? Sarah make games. Sarah make games. Sarah make games. Sarah make games.
So good. Oh my god.
Sarah make games. What the
Oh
fuck?
my god.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
That's such a good idea.
This idea has been in my brain for so long.
Selfie stick like Scrooge
so
McDuck.
good.
I'll never
Holy
look at a
moly.
selfie stick the same way ever again. Anyway, off of that emotional high, I just want you to let y'all know that this game lost to Red Dead Redemption 2 in the Game Awards. Best
I'm not
soundtrack.
mad. I'm not 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 mad.
On this list of was also and Max, you're gonna also get a little mad. I think that Celeste deserved to win, but also Joe Hisaishi Ni no Kuni 2
Yeah.
on this list for best of 2018. God of War lost to Red Dead Redemption 2, and Octopath Traveler as well. So those are all games that are not as good musically as Red Dead Redemption 2.
I'm gonna bite my thumb off right now.
Objectively correct, objectively incorrect. This game deserved to win.
I'm gonna eat a rock.
Anyways, Theo selfie stick like Scrooge McDuck. Sorry for ruining
happened?
everyone's
Hold on,
mood.
what was Giant Bomb's best music?
While we're on this subject, can I talk
I'm
about
just gonna look this up real quick.
the worst thing that Polygon ever wrote? Was the time that they made a best top 100 games of 2018 and ranked Ni no Kuni 2 lower on their list than Fallout 76. Hey Polygon, what the fuck was that about?
I'm gonna.
You plays the American president in Ni no Kuni 2.
My head's gonna fall off.
We all need to listen to Exhale to bring ourselves back
don't we
after.
ever?
Okay,
I'm sorry for ruining everyone's brain.
Best music. So, in GiantBomb.com, Red Dead Redemption 2 also walked away with the victory, with Celeste being an honorable mention.
They can't keep getting away with it.
They
play us like a damn fiddle.
Rockstar.
Don't-
They
the
really
game
did
sucked.
play him like
Donut
a...
County was also in the talks though, so which is I appreciate.
Okay, that one's good.
That's
I allow it.
That's
I'll
good.
allow it.
All right, let's head to the Twitter. We've got a
We
Twitter.
do. I thought we picked our best, our final.
Oh
stuff
wait,
on
I'm such a
Twitter.
fucking idiot. I was like, well, it's all the best song.
So-
yes, we need to pick our best song. So let's recap.
I'm
Real quick.
typing it into this Hall of Fame chat right now.
I am
So-
also typing it into Hall. I'm also typing this into
Okay.
Hall of Fame.
So we have Golden Feather,
Yes.
Got
which
Golden
is the
Feather.
remix of Golden Ridge. We've
got-
Confronting Myself.
Yes, we got
And
Hey
then what did you
by
bring?
Outcast. I brought why can't I? My brain is broken. I brought Resurrections,
Resurrections.
Okay.
Yes.
Then Scattered and Lost,
Scattered and Lost,
Exhale,
Exhale.
And in the mirror.
And In the Mirror.
In the mirror. All right.
So
posted
the way we
those in
do
there,
this,
so we
Sarah-
have the 6 in front of us.
The way we do this is I'm going to count to 3.
Yep.
And then you say the one that you think it maybe isn't even your favorite. It's the one that you think is the best song in the game.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think we're gonna have some disagreements here, so we'll work through it after that.
Okay.
But let's still 1, 2, 3.
Confronting myself.
Confronting Myself.
All right.
Oh, baby, a
All right.
triple!
Ooh, baby, a triple!
Ah! We did it!
Like
I love when that
can't,
happens.
like Golden Feather has so much more sentimental value to me, but I can't like Confronting Myself is just like the song. You cannot like
Mm-hmm.
like
I think Resurrections is my favorite song because it's like 3 really really cool things. But
Yeah.
Confronting Myself is one very fucking good song.
Uh-huh.
And it's also
It
a
just like
slapper.
hits you in your chest. So
I love
good.
seeing Max. I love seeing the little the little crown emoji just appear live on air.
Yeah. Ding.
Ding.
Where did you think? Wait, where did you think there was going to be a disagreement, Jordan? I'm curious who you thought was gonna. Swerve.
I thought I was gonna disagree. I thought I was gonna disagree, and then I changed my mind at the last second.
Okay. Even then, I think Sarah and I would have outnumbered you. So
yeah, the spirit of objective correctness moved me.
Right. Yeah.
Because we're all correct here. All right. Confronting Myself, best song in Celeste, objectively correct. Slappers only approved. Hey, hey, All right. Let's go to the Twitter. We have a Twitter. We make a post the week that we record where you can be as objectively correct as we are, because you all want to be right about your musical takes. And just leave your favorite tracks below, and we'll agree and we'll affirm. We've got one this week from Twitter user Flutterdark at OnlineGamer27.
Official question asker of Pot of Greed.
Pot of Greed question aficionado. This says, I know Confronting Myself is probably on the list, but Confronting Myself, smiley face. Also, Beyond the Heart from Chapter 9. Which one is that? Is that a rival track? I can't think of which one that is.
That's the farewell track, isn't it?
What was the song name?
Right. Did I say Arrival? I meant
Beyond
Farewell.
the Heart.
I'm such a fucking idiot.
Yeah, Beyond the Heart. That's in
That's in Farewell.
Let me take a listen to this shit.
Yeah, I'm popping that up on myself.
Popping it up.
That's a weird way to say that. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, the violins in the
little tingles.
in the DLC went so fucking nutty. Jordan, I'm definitely gonna stream the DLC sometime soon.
Excellent.
Lena Rain has the Lena range, is what I say.
Hell yeah.
We're always saying this on Slappers Only. Lena Rain has the Lena range. All right, well that's our Twitter.
Ooh. I love to hear. I'm not going to harp on it anymore, but I love to hear the violin. It's such a new sound for Celeste, and it works really well with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some games go way hard on violin, but Celeste is. I don't think there's a violin in that whole fucking game.
Yeah, not until the DLC, and then you've earned it.
Not until the DLC. All right. Before we wrap things up, it's now time, and I've been so excited to share this with all of you, to share what our next episode is going to be, because we're not doing
so good.
Max. We're not doing a Max or a Jordan pick. We're doing a collective, something a little different.
We're the Predator handshake meme right now.
What would you say, Max, is the most important game to come out during quarantine, just for like the collective of mankind, of human beings?
Probably the game that's, I think, the best-selling game in Japan ever at this point.
Yeah?
Probably the game that came out March 30th of
Yeah?
this year?
Yeah?
I do have a special edition Nintendo Switch designed after this game.
Would you say that we're broadening our horizons?
I would say I would like to take. I'm looking at my desk right now. I do have a ticket for Dodo Airlines right now to fly to Frontier Island, which is the name of
I'm flying to Destino, my island, because we're doing Animal Crossing New Horizons. But listen, folks, listen.
But
We're not just doing Animal Crossing New Horizons, because as you all may know, once you build that community center, the soundtrack gets divided up into hour-long pieces of music for 24 total consecutive tracks. We're going to not only pick the best of the 24 songs, we will, by doing so, decide what is the best time of day.
Will you also be selecting which is the best KK Slider song and why it is KK Slider Dick and Balls?
We will probably do KK another time, but we're doing strictly...
That'll be a great... We'll have to, live stream us doing that, so people can tune in for, a 4-hour episode or something.
Oh my god, that'd be really fun. No, we are just going to pick what is the best hour of the day through Animal Crossing. So, will it be 5 a.m.? Will it be 7 p.m.? Tune in.
Tune in to
find out! I'm so fucking excited. I've been listening to the Animal Crossing soundtrack lately. If we're talking about iterating on a motif, holy shit, that music is good.
Ooh,
so stay tuned.
Delightful,
delicious. But that's all for this week. These 2 weeks, I guess. Sarah,
this episode.
Thank you very, very much for coming on. We'll have you back on. Don't worry when we do Cuphead, because we'll do Cuphead eventually, and you'll be back on for Cuphead.
Oh yes, I will.
Holy shit.
You simply gotta.
Where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Sunhatzhenya. That's SUNHATZHENYA. I can be heard on podcasts such as Fear Baiting, which is my horror movie podcast that I do with a rotating guest seat, and sometimes my old co-host Blair comes back. Like now, we are doing Schlocktober, which is our
Happy
bad movie month.
Happy
Happy
Schlocktober,
Schlocktober, everyone. We watched Countdown, the movie about the app that kills you, the other night, and it was really fucking funny. So that's Fear Baiting. You can listen to that. You can listen to the Wonder Years, which is the Animorphs podcast I do with friend Blair and another friend of mine, Seda. We talk about the Animorphs books. We're coming up on the end of those. And you can also listen to me on Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die, the Leftism podcast by, for, and of the Terminally Online. It's not a threat, just a fact. And I think those are all the places you can find me.
Hey, right on.
Yeah. Max?
Yeah, okay. I'm Max. You can find me on Twitter at MaxyBajillion. I got a couple other shows as well. I have a show called Pot of Greed, which is the world's #1 and only Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast, sponsored by Kaiba Corp. That is, if you can believe it, about Yu-Gi-Oh! And that show is on Twitter at Pod of Greed Cast. And
hey, you'll be done with Duel Monsters by the time this episode comes out, I think.
I will have no. We're taking a week off.
Oh,
because
okay.
Because we're trying to get all 6 of us on together because it's the final episode. We recorded an episode on Despicable Me instead. That's going on the Patreon. So you know how it is.
Oh,
banana.
I call it Grugio. And my other podcast.
I will never call it Grugio.
I will only call it Grugio.
My other podcast is called Wow Cool Robot, a show about Gundam. And we're currently halfway through Zeta Gundam right now, and you can find that on Twitter at Wow Cool Podcast.
Zeta's a good show.
Jordan. Zeta is beating my ass right now. Like we're halfway through Zeta, and it is like beyond the climax of original Gundam. Like they're going sicko mode, and I am loving it.
I know that you're saying Zeta as in like the Greek letter, but I like to imagine you're saying Zeta like the Yiddish word for grandpa, and it's just about a bunch of old Jewish men fighting big clanky robots with each other.
You have to tune in to find out.
Maybe. I mean, I guess I don't know that it's not about
Impossible
old
to say,
men,
Jordan.
Old Yiddish grandpas fighting each other in big robots. Well, if you want to hear more of my podcasts, you can listen to what do I do? Oh, yeah, you can listen to Podcast Gago Toku. It's a Yakuza podcast, which I do with Argyle. It's on hiatus for the time being, but we'll bring it back as soon as possible. You can also listen to Jergin It while it's still around. We're so fucking close to ending the Secret Life podcast that we do that makes me mad every week. We've just been reading 2 very powerful fan fictions as our farewell Viking funeral. And after that, we're going to be doing a Kyle XY podcast called Kyle XY.
That's such a good name.
And it's no one knows what Kyle XY is about except that he has no belly button. That's the only thing that anyone knows about it, so we're very excited to learn what the fuck happens on Kyle XY. So tune into Kyle XY coming in like a month or 2.
Kyle XY.
Yeah, you gotta say it like Kyle XY.
It's like how I always type "Wow Cool Robot" with the exclamation points. You always have to say Kyle XY.
And you can also find me on Twitter at Bradipusrex, where I tweet sometimes. But that's all for that. Thank you all very much for listening to Slappers Only. I always forget to tell everyone that you can find us, all of our episodes at slappersonlypod.com. And you can find us on Twitter at slappersonlypod. So we got that synergy. You only need to remember the one. Sarah, thank you very, very much for joining us.
Thank you.
And as always, Max,
ask not for whom the track slaps.
It slaps for thee.
Yellow!
Yellow!
Banana!
Banana!